Hi there Capricorn, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This will be your weekly intuitive reading for December 7th through to the 13th. Capricorn, let's see what's on the cards for you. I will be getting started with the Work Your Light Oracle and then drawing you an overarching tarot energy from the Moonchild Tarot. And I will be then getting out the tarot story with the Rider-Waite clarified with the Radiant Rider today. Capricorn, I did a thing and I have joined TikTok, me of all people, and you can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. All the links are underneath the video, as well as the link to my website where you can book a personal reading should you want to. Now with the TikTok readings, I'm actually really enjoying it. I didn't expect that because I don't really like putting myself out there on social media, but the 1 minute readings are really cool. Like you can actually do a lot in one minute. So if you want to check those out, you can jump over there. I do also post some of them on Instagram and Facebook. So if you don't want to join TikTok, you can get a little bit of the experience as well. Your card is out, Capricorn. And this one's been coming out quite a lot at the moment. I did see what it was. The initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. And you can see in this card, Capricorn, we have a path coming out of a dark cave towards a brighter future, towards the light. What we can't see is the full vista of what is through there. I mean, we can see this beautiful ocean scene, but we don't really know what is around those corners. So for me, Capricorn, there's a bit of the fool's journey required here. It's like you are being called to come out of maybe what might have been holding you back, a darker time, something constricting, something restrictive, and to take that leap of faith, but you don't necessarily know how it's going to unfold, what that destination is going to be. You're just called to walk a new path. This does remind me of the judgment energy where we see those people that are naked and vulnerable launching out of those small dark boxes, which I always say holds the devil energy, you know, that controls us, that holds us back and limits us. So I ask you, you know, what is the cave, Capricorn, that you may need to come out of and actually, you know, move towards the light? And the light will be different for all of us. Maybe it's a new relationship, a new location, a new job, new friendships, changes within yourself. Let's get your tarot energy, Capricorn. For Capricorn, please. Got one that's turned over, Capricorn. You can't see, sorry. But that energy is the 10 of Swords, Capricorn. Generally, this is a completion, and it can be a completion that comes with some pain, and generally I feel that it's because we've held it off for quite a long time, because I'm kind of feeling you've been sitting in the charge of this, you've been in the cave. So the 10 of Swords can talk about you know, endings that are a little bit more painful. There can be betrayal or deceit, or there can be burnout when the 10 of Swords comes in. What I love about the 10 of Swords and what it has in common with this card is that they both talk about this idea of this new dawn, this new day that wants to lift this kind of lightness, this kind of sun energy that is just behind the ending. So what is it that you are completing? You know, is it that you've journeyed some, you know, hardship in your job where you might have been undermined or limited and you need to move beyond that? For some of us, it's relationships where we have been betrayed and maybe we've given them second chances and all of that, and it's just gotten to the point where there's too many knives in our backs and this is the final straw. So there's some kind of completion here that's going on. It doesn't have to be one of those situations. It can be completing a cycle within our lives, a karmic cycle, feeling like we are ready for a really profound shift as well. Let's get the tarot energies out then so we can get an idea of where this is going, Capricorn. Beginning with the energy of the recent past, energies leaving, completing, transitioning in your life if this is your reading for the Capricorn collective. Well, I've got two, but I'm going to take the one that's flipped in the deck because that was a stack that fell out. Ace of Pentacles. This is what is shining through there. It comes to the person that walks the path, that overcomes the blocks or challenges. That is that divine reward that is hanging in your conscious awareness, waiting to come in for you. Wow, okay, current or focus energy. I have got the Hierophant, number 5 in the Major Arcana, and which is Taurus energy, and Emperor, number 4, Aries energy. Let's go for the outcome energy. Result or outcome energy, please, for Capricorn. We've got 3, 4, and 5 of the Major Arcana now. We have got the Empress, which links to Libra and Virgo, and that is the ultimate card of possibility in the tarot deck, guys. Number 5, 5 of Cups at the bottom here. Hey, we're going to have to leave that past in the past. No crying over spilt milk, Capricorn. We're going to have to let this situation go. Let's clarify, because all I can see coming in here for you is the light, the brightness. Clarifying the Ace of Pentacles. 2 of Wands, yeah. New pathway opening up for you. Clarifying the Hierophant and Emperor combo. It's on the ground, sorry guys. Knight of Swords, Gemini in the Minor Arcana. Clarifying the Empress. We do have a tarot couple here, Emperor and Empress. For many of you, this will be relationship. Doesn't have to be, but I do need to say it. I don't intend to turn these into love readings. Libra again here, Queen of Swords, 6 of Swords. Yeah, oh my goodness, guys. Empress is underneath the 6 of Swords with the Tower as well. Okay, we have a necessary transition here with the 6 of Swords, Capricorn. It's time for you to move away from the situation. With the initiation, the 10 of Swords in this one, it's like, you know, it is really time for you to leave the roller coaster of the situation and go into that place of balance and calm, those calmer waters. There's great possibility in this reading, but the 6 of Swords is a real energy of moving on. The 2 of Wands and the 6 of Swords also talk about potential travel, relocation across the seas. Some of you may actually be moving to either move away from this situation or move towards a new possibility as well. The key is to leave that baggage, those swords on the shore, and not carry it in your vessel. Otherwise, we can end up in the 5 of Cups energy. I'm going to read this one now here. It's hanging in the end of your reading, which means that if we really don't focus on the possibilities in the future, we can find ourselves here crying over the spilt milk, wondering, you know, what could have been, feeling, you know, the loss. You know, these cups here, which stand for the disappointments and things that haven't worked out, you know, they hold that water or wine. It's soaked into the earth, meaning we can't change the past. What we can do is make better choices for ourselves in this present moment, which then shapes the future. We have 2 number 5s in this reading, and 5 is that point of change, halfway between the 5 and the 10. It's what we do now that will change, you know, that it won't be a 10 of Swords next time, that it will be a 10 of Cups or a 10 of Pentacles instead. We stay in the charge of the past. We can wear that heavy cloak. It can be depression. It can be staying in this energy, going into another cave or staying in that cave. For some of you, this ending actually could have happened in the deeper past, but we've been hanging in the depression of it. And Spirit is saying, wow, you're going to have to let that go and step over the threshold, because there are new opportunities, these beautiful 2 cups here, that are waiting to come in for you. Time to build that bridge and get over it, guys, because the Empress is in the reading and she really wants to bring you, you know, whatever it is that your heart desires. So we're making that transition. Now, in the recent past or up until the present moment, I've got the 2 of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. So this is either the foreshadowing, or this may have already occurred for you, that, you know, you've come to this awareness that there is new opportunities on the horizon for you. The Ace of Pentacles can be, you know, an offer of work. It can be money coming in. I generally don't sort of have that feeling that money, you know, falls from the sky. But what it means is that we're heading into a brighter time where we will be rewarded for, you know, crossing that threshold, for moving on to the new path. Now, the Two of Wands for me is the energy of standing right at that threshold and going, do I step over the edge? They say it's a card of life review, and you can see that this person here is standing at the top of their castle, which for me stands for your comfort zone, can be, you know, still within the present situation, wondering whether to go for it in a new direction. There's the wand of the present situation still lingering there, but this person has a firm grip on the wand of the future and is getting ready to take that step, to take that inspired action, to get out there and explore new possibilities. You may already know what that possibility is. There could have been an offer of work and maybe a new commitment in a relationship, but we're kind of feeling all the fear of, you know, maybe a betrayal of the past that's holding us back. But here, you know, with the Two of Wands, it's like, will you go for it? Will you take that step beyond your comfort zone? The Ace of Pentacles presents itself to the person who has overcome the blocks and challenges. It's kind of like the reward that sort of hangs in the balance. Now, in the current or focus energy here, Capricorn, 4 and 5 in the major arcana. Well, what I'm going to point out here is that we do have the Emperor and Empress in this reading. So for some of you, this is going to be moving towards a new commitment with somebody who maybe, you know, there's a lot of fear here because it just feels like maybe it really is that golden opportunity. Maybe it is your one. So for some of you, the question is, do I move towards that person? Because we also have the Hierophant in the reading, which can stand for marriage, commitment, and that kind of thing. For others of you, this could be about stepping into the path of entrepreneurship. The Emperor can be a boss, a leader, or a mentor, or that kind of thing. And the Hierophant can stand for, you know, those big committed institutions in our lives, like the relationships or our workplaces or places of study. So there could have been things that didn't work out in the past, and there's kind of like that feeling of, do I or don't I go for this? I've been burned in the past. But Spirit or Tarot is saying, actually, you know, there's swift progress here, and you could really be moving in towards this fast. This can be the energy of Gemini, so some of you might be dealing with a Gemini, an Aries, or a Taurus. We have a lot of energies here. But this is really about shaping your reality in the direction that you truly desire now. The Hierophant, I do talk about this message with the Hierophant. It's like, it's about arriving to a point in your life where you're kind of reconsidering your values. You know, generally in the first part of our lives, we're following the values of our families. You know, we sort of what we've been taught by society or handed down to us. And then we get to a point where we realize that actually we might have different values. They call that, for a lot of people, the midlife crisis, but it happens, you know, a lot younger than that for many people. It definitely did for me. And we have this kind of call of like, actually, I've got my own sort of sense of rebel heart, and I think I'm being led somewhere else. But it's like, do we have the courage to overcome the fears of stepping towards that or not? So the Hierophant can be that point of change, that number 5. Like, we're coming up against this kind of spiritual figure, and kind of, you know, we're feeling into our truth, and we're having the faith to maybe take a leap beyond the threshold into a totally new way of being, coming out as who we truly are. So that's a message for some of you. And it's like, when we really come out as who we really are and connect with what we really want to do in life, that's when we're in Emperor energy, right? We're in our power, we're in control, we're in the driver's seat, and we're shaping our reality how we truly want it. Potentially we're attracting our, you know, that soul partnership from that place as well. We're attracting the right opportunities, the right commitments also. So that is the energy there of the Emperor Hierophant. And then hanging out at the end of the reading here is Empress and the Queen of Swords. So what this is really saying is that it's really time for you, Capricorn, now to go for your dreams. The Empress says whatever it is that you've been kind of quietly manifesting or wanting to achieve or wanting to move towards, it could be time for that to come into fruition. She is the energy of creatorship and number 3. But whatever it is that you've been desiring, she can actually like make that happen and birth it into the physical reality. She is fertile with that energy. And the Queen of Swords here says, you know what? Whatever it is that's your truth, it's time to make strategic moves towards it. See the big picture for your life. Don't hold back. Align with your truth. Step over the threshold. Initiate yourself into the new beginning. Come out of the cave. You know, the Queen of Swords is about sitting there proud. She's looking, she's watching, she's seeing the big picture, she's connecting the dots, and then she's getting ready to make strategic moves towards where she really, truly, honestly wants to go. And because of that, she transforms her reality, which is why she wears that butterfly crown. In order to pursue that, she generally needs to cut herself free from something, from the past. But through doing that, you know, she claims that victory. That's why she has that sword. It's kind of got that very much that Ace of Swords, that breakthrough feeling. So it's beautiful, beautiful energy. It is about claiming a victory. It's about coming out of whatever it is that has limited you or held you back. There's that beautiful, bright future through there. No, we don't know how it's all going to play out, but we know that we are being called to take a leap of faith beyond our comfort zone to receive whatever this divine gift is. For some of you, it will be, you know, that beautiful tarot couple soul partnership. For others of you, it can be stepping into your power, Emperor energy, maybe moving into leadership, mentorship, or something like that in the workplace, or starting your own business. What is really important is to see the big picture and stay out of the energy of the past, because that can, you know, obviously hold us back. So I say, Capricorn, it is time for you to take that necessary rite of passage, to take that transition and cross the threshold. Okay, Capricorn, I'm going to leave it there, and I do hope you enjoyed this reading. Keeping in mind it's a general reading for the collective, so sometimes there's pieces that resonate, sometimes the whole thing does, and other times it's just not your reading. If you're called to share, leave me a comment. I do read them all and try to respond to as many as I can. Helps me get to know you, connect with your energy, and seeing what's happening in the collective. And Capricorn, it has been a pleasure, and I will see you for another one next week. Bye for now.